Hmm. This story gonna mess our people up. Like in our history, they talk about slave ships, right? And Christopher Columbus. We was already over here before them, but they put it in the books because they say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. I did my research on this. Africans been over here. The Indians, they was already here. Like they came from somewhere else where it was warm and across the seas. But black folks always been in America. It was never no such thing as slave ships because you can't ride across the North Atlantic without feeding people. From Africa to North Atlantic without no airplanes, you can't feed people. So, as time goes on, they put it in our history books like we was just slaves. They came over here and tarnished our whole race. They came over here alone. Europeans came over here alone. And they did that to us. They didn't go get us from no Africa. We fought first. Cause let me break it down to you. You mean to tell me out of all the African American people that you about to stack niggas on boats without food and go across the Atlantic Ocean and treat them like they ain't? No, we already was here. I just ciphered out the vernacular of the situation when I heard the speech. We was already here. We like okay. Let me say it like this. Let me put it in layman's terms. We got Africa, understandable, but we was never on no boats being enslaved. They came over here and tarnished our land in America, and they took it over. Cause you can't ride across no ocean with people stacked on each other, peeing and feces everywhere. Ain't nobody dying. So, and then they get over here and y'all spraying them off with water. Nah, that's not possible. So I just had to realize that we been here. We been in America first. They just got hip and wrote books about it. You know, Africa is Africa. European is European. America is America. Black folks been in America. They just came over here and deboed us. Period. Like and then they put it in the books saying that we were slaves getting whipped by chains. Nah, nah, that wasn't an issue. It was a simple fact that they came over here introducing something new, and they told them how to do it, and you always gonna have the followers. You always gonna have followers. Go do this, do that, and people do it. That's why. That's why we killing each other. We don't even realize we was already in America. I don't even know what this African stuff is about because we already been in America. And I had to cipher out the vernacular, everybody's speech, or what everybody be saying. And I'm not no scientist or nothing like that. But when I be hearing people talk, and I looked it up, like they call people Indians and Chinese and did it. They all been over here before the Europeans, man. And then they just came over here and took it over because they knew how to make bombs and guns and shit. We don't even realize that. Black folks ain't know how to make guns and bombs. It's wicked. It's 2024 and everybody's starting to open up their third eye. Like we been over here. They just came and took it over. Like they did in Europe. Okay, let me explain in Europe. First, they was over there in them Europeans was over there in them Caucasus Mountains. Where it was cold, Vikings, Iceland. Like they was over there. Cause I mean like you can't get brown without sun. So it's always cold with a little bit of light. A little bit of light. Then y'all made a boat and traveled the waters because y'all got tired of being cold. Then y'all found out it was hot somewhere else. Like we been out here. People of color has been out here. So they tricked us in telling us that we were slaves. And that's something. That's something. And then, like, as I got older, it boggles me. Like, you can't tell me 40 black men about to put slaves throwing spears and bow and arrows and Indians shooting bow and arrows and riding horses and they came over here with guns and bombs, cannons, shooting off ships. Don't know how they made it. I think it was alien activity. But I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not me for me to say. But I can tell you one thing for sure, two things for certain. It really wasn't no such thing as slavery. They make these movies to make us look like we were slaves. And people watch it as entertainment. Roots. Kunta Kinte lived on Kingsman. A long time ago before Kingsman was Kingsman. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about it. I'm like, black folks always gonna find out where to go. White people trying to figure out where they gonna go. We like shit. We about to go. We about to ride out and go see what's out there. And we did. And then they make all these little slave movies, which is really disrespectful to our race of people. And I'm talking about the race of people. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Brazilians. They found out it was hot land out here because they came from the Caucasus Mountains. And they put that in the history book for the kids to let us know that they've been lying to us for a long time. Like, think about it like this. Kings had jesters, right? When you watch them little movies with the kings and the queens, they had jesters. They always made a jester a black dude, a clown. And it's sad because everybody in the movie be white folks. And then I don't know why white people be scared of black people. Cause like honestly, like we the nicest person in the world. But when you break opportunity, as far as you for trying to further your life, it get hard on you. It get hard. So they make us look like slaves. They make us look like we sell all the drugs. Brown and black people. I know the Mexicans, they do that. That's what they do. That's why they got their own section. They ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans ain't playing. They ain't having it. That's why they built that wall. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to black folks, they tricked us the whole time to make it seem like we was on a slave ship. We was never on a slave ship. We already been here. They ain't gonna never let us know that history. They ain't gonna never let us know that history in life. So they gonna hire us to make it seem like they hire us to make it seem like we hate us. I don't know how to explain it, but it's deep. Like when I be hearing people talk, it's kind of deep, man. That's some deep shit, man. Like they said we came from Africa. We ain't come from no Africa. We was already here. Wow. I just deciphered that out. Black folks been here. We rode a bike around the corner when we was kids just to see what was up, just to see what was around there. And they made it seem like we was never here. Mm, mm. That's just a public service announcement.